In 1968, when I was 20, my mother killed herself. She left no note. My father found her when he got home from work, her wrist slashed and an empty bottle of pills nearby. I was living with my parents, as I agreed to do on my release from the state mental hospital 3 months before. I just spent the weekend with my girlfriend, Isabella. My parents didn't like her. I was late getting home. I suppose that if I'd gotten home when expected, I would have found her body. When I saw the crowd, I had a pang of fear. I suspected the worst, but I didn't let myself know. A cousin herded me away from the scene. "Come to the doctors. Your mother is sick," he'll explain. Dr. Orens lived nearby.
Sit down, Arthur. I thought I should be the one to tell you. Your mother killed herself. She's dead.
I could avoid the truth no longer. The doctor's words clattered inside me. I felt confused. I felt angry. I felt numb. I didn't exactly feel like crying, but I figured I should.
No, boy. No, let him cry. It's good for him.
We went home. My father had completely fallen apart.
Oi, Artie. Why? Such a tragedy, and not even a note.
I was expected to comfort him. Somehow the funeral arrangements were made. That night was bad. My father insisted we sleep on the floor. An old Jewish custom, I guess. He held me and moaned to himself all night. I was uncomfortable. We were scared. The next day at the funeral home was worse. My father fought for self-control and prayed. I was pretty spaced out in those days. I recited to my mother from the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Anna.
It was too much. I had to leave. A friend of the family found me outside in the hall.
Now you cry? Better you cried when your mother was still alive.
I felt nauseous. The guilt was overwhelming. The next week we spent in mourning. My father's friends all offered me hostility, mixed in with their condolences.
Arthur, we're so sorry.
It's his fault, that little punk.
They thought it was my fault, but for the most part, I was left alone with my thoughts. I remember the last time I saw her. She came into my room. It was late at night.
Artie, you still love me, don't you?
I turned away, resentful of the way she tightened the umbilical cord.
Yeah, sure, Ma.
She walked out and closed the door.
Well, Mom, if you're hearing this, congratulations. You've committed the perfect crime. You put me here, shorted of all my circuits, cut my nerve endings, and crossed my wires. You murdered me and left me here to take the rap.
Oi, pipe down, Max. Some of us are trying to sleep.